Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tall Tales from Amburr Gulch. I am Persephone Crestomancy, your DM, and with me are three of our four adventurers. Our fourth adventurer, unfortunately, made a wrong turn at Albuquerque, but he'll be coming eventually. But with me are our following gentlemen. We have Esper,
I'm in my recording booth this time.
who's voiced by Code. We have Austin Dante,
Out of there.
and we also have Fargo.
Wells Fargo.
Greetings.
So, when we.
Fargo Wellington would have been a fantastic name, but okay.
Well, he's a warrior, so
That actually could have been his civilian name before he was drafted.
The third.
oh yeah, maybe that I should probably make a backstory for him, like his childhood or
Well, I can
something.
help with that later on. But when we last left off, you guys had sort of gotten acquainted, more or less. Austin had joined you for some food, and he noticed that the two of you were looking over some plot hooks, so to speak. But you had on the table, along with your meals, which are very good, by the way, you had a small bouquet of flowers tied together with a red ribbon, and it was Esper who was able to decode the message of the flowers, which were pear blossoms and zinnias. And he was able to translate the message of the bouquet, which is help. Meet me at the pear orchard at sunset. Then it was Fargo who pulled a flyer down from the notice board that read the following: Need adventurers with knowledge pertaining sorry. Dust.
Oh gosh.
Her name is now Persiccone for now.
Oh, you say that? So help me! So help me! I will sick the weasels upon you, and
Oh
they are
god.
Bennerly
Everyone
weasels.
shut up. I don't want to get this. Everyone shut up.
We haven't even started and we're already cracking up.
Oh, hey, that's what D&D is all about, hijinks and whatnot. So
I better make an animatic of this.
it's up to you. I would encourage it. Speaking of, I'll talk about it later. But in regards to thumbnails, anyway. But the flyer that Fargo had pulled down from the notice board that caught his attention the most read, "Need adventurers with knowledge pertaining to the supernatural and weird in regards to finding a long lost family heirloom. 30 silver in advance, 50 silver for completed quest." And it was at that time that Austin joined the lot of you for food.
And a couple of whiskeys.
A couple of whiskeys, yes, but not too many.
Yeah, we don't want Austin to become an alcoholic.
Oh, Sadie Mae already knows what happens when you have too many whiskeys under your belt.
And for lore purposes, I'm just gonna say this: Austin, he wants to just drink his sorrows away, but Sadie doesn't let him do that because he'll probably cause a bar fight, and he's no longer an outlaw.
Among other things. So, you have these two options for quests. Which one do you choose? Why don't you talk amongst yourselves? Esper, Fargo, Austin.
Trying to think of something to even say.
Your time, partner. Take your time.
flowers, they speak to me.
Fargo just kind of looks at him and he's like, "The flowers speak to you." Huh. And I thought I was the crazy one.
I've seen
You're only cra-
all day, but
It's only crazy to those that do not know the methods of Tukanakwa. Lost methods, lost arts. We were able to speak to the flowers. They spoke back. Except, I sense fear in these flowers. They need help of some kind. I get up and I walk over to the flowers.
They're at the table with you.
I gently. Oh, I stand up. I gently like put one of the flowers under my finger. I like brush it a little bit with my thumb, and then I simply
The flowers are still fresh.
stay with me if you must. I shall follow the flowers, and then like pick up a few of the flowers, and I just start leaving.
Do the rest of you follow him?
Fargo
After all,
is
Esper
like
is
all.
wandering off out of the saloon.
Austin goes, "Oh,
Little Timmy, you guys stay with us.
Timmy. What is Timmy?
That's a Fargo just kind of looks at him and a bit kind of grumpy that, looking at the flyer, there's like a little reward about it. But he wants the team to stick together, so he obliges to come with.
So Fargo and Esper are
and Austin."
all right. So you're leaving with him as well.
Yep.
All right, Austin. Given that you have some money, you had some stashed away and hidden before you were taken to jail. You pay for everyone's meals and you follow them out.
Dang.
Now, it's a little later in the afternoon. Business is still as usual, but it's a little slower now. Some people are returning home, others are still hard at work. But as far as all of you can see, it appears to be buildings and whatnot. You see some livestock here and there, but nothing that would look like it resembles an orchard. However, two of you are werewolves, and werewolves have heightened senses.
I didn't say I was a. Oh, you're not. Are you talking to me or someone else?
You guys are
Yeah.
both of you are wolf characters, and you have heightened senses,
And
and you
I'll
also have flowers. You have flowers. What do flowers do? Flowers smell nice. Do I need to?
Flowers good.
Now, Esper, you know the message. The small bouquet of flowers. Its message is help. Meet me in the pear orchard at sunset. But you do not see any pear orchard. None of you guys do.
I think we might be lost.
Lost. Well, look around or sense because we're wolves.
I look down at the flowers.
Do you sniff them?
I just observe them silently. I know. They're crazy, aren't they?
Flowers aren't talking.
Only I know what the flowers are saying.
Roll me perception.
Me? Okay, let me just
Roll perception.
second. See. See, D20, right?
Yep.
I got an 8 plus whatever my perception bonus is. The flowers also say we are lost.
Okay. For the sake of my sanity.
But I got a low roll. That implies I'm incorrect. I think.
All right.
You're still kind of full from the good food. But okay. Fargo. I want you to make me a nature roll.
All right. All right. Nature roll. Here I come. I have gotten a 10.
You know what? I'm gonna say that works. So as you are looking at Esper, like he probably swallowed something. That's why he's talking crazy and not using the good sense that the creators gave him. You all of a sudden smell something. It's a faint, but rather catching scent. It smells of desperation and sorrow, but then there's also fragrant floral and fruity undertones. Once you get the sniff of a whiff of it, then your senses are tuned in. One of the things you had to do as a soldier was you sniffed out enemies as well as survivors, victims. You when you weren't on the battlefield fighting, you were helping with search and rescue. I almost said rescue, like Elmer Fudd. Anyway, but please don't mute your mic. That's all I ask when we do these recordings.
Yep.
But you did search and rescue, so you are very good at the smelling. And when you get the whiff of that, your nose is set, and you realize it's coming from the bouquet of flowers and the red ribbon tied around it.
I smell it.
Shit. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Computer fell asleep for a sec. That was weird. Hopefully that didn't do anything to the recording. So, do you sniff the flowers a little more?
He takes the flowers
Esper.
from what Esper. And he's like, I think you had too much to eat. Let me do the sniffing.
Okay. So, you
You didn't even eat your meal with a spoon. What do you know?
well, a great deal more than you do, considering that you are supposed to be a shaman and one with nature. But I digress. You are still a very good wolf boy, though. Anyway.
I was my character was like the runt of the group, like the weakest link, and of course he survives somehow.
I could just imagine little like achievements, like one of those like notifications, like he disliked that.
Achievement.
That's more of a Fallout notification, like everyone loved
Yeah,
that, or
one of
everyone
those,
liked that, or everyone disliked that.
he was
That's that.
offended.
It's hard to tell morality sometimes, but I can sure tell that Carl didn't like that action you just did.
Gosh. Achievement. Okay, so Fargo, you take the flowers. You do the quick sniff, 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 and then a deep sniff, and then you got the trail, and you are immediately boom, heading in
Oh
the
God!
forest. You are in track mode now.
Did you just violate the nature?
You guys see Fargo going off in the east, in full on track mode. Are you guys gonna follow him, or what you gonna do?
Austin looks as confused as everyone else does, and he's just like, he shrugs his shoulders and just goes, "Get along, little doggy."
I then follow him and say, the flowers did not desire to be sniffed.
Oh my gosh. So, you two follow Fargo out of town and into the farming territory. This goes on for about 2.5 hours. Time slowly ebbing by until you find it. A large pear tree orchard.
I can't feel my legs. Is that normal?
I think that's totally normal.
Considering what I've seen today, I'd believe anything at this point.
So, there's the orchard that goes on for what appears to be almost a mile and a half, as it's very vast. A ways past.
Was right. I was right. We are lost.
Au contraire, mon frere. You're right where you need to be.
My character doesn't know what a pear is.
Well, Esper, while you may not know what a pear is, you see you see you see an orchard. Seems to be very vast, and these trees smell good. And looking up in their branches, you see that fruit is hanging from them. Kind of oblong in shape, but very pretty looking, and it smells nice.
I walk up to the tree, the closest one to me, and I say, may I consume of your fruit, tree?
The tree does not respond, and
Thank you. I then take a piece of fruit and I sniff it a little and take a bite.
it is crisp and sweet. It is a
Fargo just looks at him in disbelief, like, so you ain't gonna check it if it has poison or even toxic? You just eat anything you like, huh?
It would smell bitter if it was toxic. I am able to detect the smell past the smell. This tree is friendly.
Meanwhile, Fargo, while you stare at Esper in disbelief, you you enter the orchard past the wooden fence, which was about up to the waist, easily climbable. You climb over it easy. Do the rest of you follow?
I mean, why wouldn't we? I mean,
At this
sure,
point, we'll follow the leader.
I mean,
whoever the leader is in the
Follow the
current moment.
general.
It was me, now it's him.
You could be too taken by yummy pear fruit. But all three of you enter the orchard, and if it was vast looking before, when you walk inside it amongst the trees, it seems as though you are lost in an ocean of pear trees. The sunset's golden light trickles through the pear orchard, turning the pears from red to maroon. As the crickets chirp, a few bats flitter by in the shade. For now, it seems like you're alone. Roll me some perception.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
Got a 12 plus my modifier.
Got a 19.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Alrighty. So, Austin, you're looking around. The whole scenery around you reminding you of a story your mother told you once. It's nostalgic, eerie but nostalgic, and you are the first one to hear the rustling.
Well, I hope. Well, I hope he can fight this thing because he does not have guns, and the only real protection he has is a knife.
Well, remember, you got like a wolf soldier.
And you also
So
got a wolf shaman, so
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna stick a wolf on something like a common dog.
he's just gonna hit you with a stick, or if he has a
yeah.
stick.
You guys are a team though, so you
Oh,
work together. You hear the rustling
all
first,
right.
and then all of a sudden, a voice emerges from the slowly growing shadows of sunset. Oh, you. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been waiting for so long. Uh, may I ask your names, please?
Before we give you our names, who in Sam Hill are you?
Start with yours.
Uh, my name is Tamara. I I'm the one who left that message. I didn't think anyone would ever respond to it. And you hear the rustling again, and this time where you thought you heard it from the side of you, now you hear it from above your heads.
I told you the flowers told us where to go.
Well, yes and no. I was using florography. I given what I'm asking, it's kind of sensitive. And I know that there are people out there who would stop me from trying to reach out for help of any kind. And from the top of the branches out pokes a small, pale foot. Very delicate looking. Then the foot is pulled up. A hand then peeks out, and with a bit of shimmying and shaking from the pear tree branches, from the tree out climbs down a half elf with lilac eyes and hair that is braided and tied with ribbons that appears as though it is made from spun silver.
There's two of them?
No, just one.
Okay, I thought there was another person coming out of the
No,
bush.
it's just the one, and it's this half elf woman named Tamara. She's wearing a nightgown that seems to be half tattered from stray tree branches, among other things. And she looks at all of you and she says, "Thank you again. I was about to lose hope." Um,
From a distance, you hear, "Two of the trees are friendly."
Fargo just kind of just looks at the woman and just just puts away his sword because he was sort of ready with what was like coming towards
yeah.
them.
Tamara,
It's just a woman.
Tamara kind of looks at Esper and chuckles a little bit. She says, Is your companion always like this?"
Fargo just kind of gives off a mean look at him, like
And Tamara kind of her small smile from the amusement slowly fades, and she says, "I see. Um, may I know your names now, please?"
Who wants to go first?
Walk closer, noticing that she is a little sad, maybe. With a mouth full of fruit, I'm like, my name is Esper. I swallow it.
Esker.
No. Esper. Esker was one of my one of the people in my tribe. There was also Estor, Esnar, Esqui. There was a whole bunch of people in my tribe, but alas, I am the last one.
I see. I I can sympathize with that. Um, and she looks at the rest of you before she gives a curtsy to Esper. It's nice to meet you, Esper.
I try to curtsy back, but I fall over.
She chuckles softly and she kneels down to help you up.
You do that so naturally.
I've had years of practice. Then
Fargo just kind of stares at them.
Tamara gets back to her feet
Who's
as she
going next?
helps Esper to his feet, and then she looks at the two of you. And what are your names, good sirs?
Going next.
Ah, Fargo. General Fargo.
A soldier. And she takes your hand and she gives it a gentle squeeze. She says, "Thank you for your service. I hate to ask this because you no doubt have already done so much, but I appreciate the help." And
His you go.
no, go ahead.
His was it right side face, the burnt face, just kind of like twitches, and he just snares and he just turns his head to cover his burnt skeletal face. He's like, no mention it.
She nods and then she turns to you, Austin. Her eyes kind of widen a little bit in surprise, but there's nothing frightened by it. And she says, "Oh, I remember seeing your wanted posters before. I always thought you'd be a little taller, but it it is very interesting to meet you in person."
So I'll take it.
Wait, how tall are all these characters?
Werewolves are naturally a little more on the bigger side, so I'm pretty sure you and
Out of all of us here,
I'm probably towering over you now that I think about it.
Esper and Fargo are both pretty tall, at least like 6'5", and then
Yeah,
but still, her remark was by no means malicious. But
Oh, don't worry. My character's too dense to understand what like sarcasm is or anything
well, she
like
wasn't
that.
being sarcastic, and she was talking to Austin. Which, how does Austin respond?
he kind of just gives her a blank stare that says that that says you are just lucky that I'm not an outlaw anymore because that little remark would have gotten shot in the kneecaps.
There was no maliciousness in her gaze, but
Again, he used to be an outlaw, so anything could or would set him off. It's literally a flip of the
of
coin.
course. So, now that you guys have met Miss Tamara, what are you going to do? After all, you answered her message.
Well, we're here to do a job. Let's get it done.
She nods. Right. Thank you again. I, I don't have much. in the form of pavement at the moment, but I promise if you bring her back, I promise I'll pay you back any way possible in
Wait a minute.
any Stephen.
If she's so valuable, wait a minute. If she's so valuable to you, why don't you come with us?
I can't.
We could reunite you
No,
two.
no, 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 no. That's that's just it. I I can't leave at the moment. And she looks to the side, hesitant.
I know. The trees aren't keeping you here. They are friendly.
And she laughs. she and then she gently shakes her head. She says, "No, no, 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 no. It's not the trees. I like the pear orchard. It's one of my favorite things about this place. That's not what's keeping me here." And you see her gently tug at the collar of her nightgown. You also notice that although she has some ribbons and braids done in her hair, that a lot of her hair, because she has very long hair, goes all the way down to her ankles. Some of it is also down and covering her shoulders. And she slowly brushes the hair away and she undoes some of the buttons on of the nightgown, and she slowly pulls away at the collar of her nightgown, and she lifts up her chin to expose her throat. And the three of you see a very beautiful and intricate looking tattoo design all around her neck, and in the center of it is a diamond shape, which holds a star that consists of 9 points. And a faint aura of magic circles the tattoo, which is done entirely in indigo ink. Fargo, you recognize this tattoo. You'd seen it before on a lot of the victims you were rescuing. This is essentially a more artistic version of a collar imbued with mana. And these were put on victims to keep them from wandering too far or leaving certain areas. You've seen slavers use such markings to keep their
You.
cargo.
You're one of those. You're one of those slaves. I remember.
Well, you remember the tattoo itself, but you don't know her situation, but you can tell by that tattoo around her neck alone, it's not a good situation. And
I've seen that
I've.
before.
she slowly buttons up her nightgown again. She says, "If I try to leave, then the
Oh,
spell activates, and it chokes me. It also feels like I have a ring of needles digging themselves into my neck. It's an unbearable pain."
I won't leave you. Not again. Whatever I'm saying doesn't make sense to you guys when I said not again, but it's just like I'm getting PTSD of this mark, like this tattoo. Like I've seen someone, my character has seen like someone like imbue someone with this kind of similar
Both you
curse
and Fargo,
back when I was
both
escaping.
you and Fargo are well versed in this type of magic. These kinds of tattoos.
Ah,
We can't
those
just leave her here.
tattoos. Well, it's either her life or we just leave her here and we can do the job.
I need you to find.
You Westerners have always been so selfish!
Please, please don't fight. I just want my sister back.
I wish to give you more than your sister. Please, show me your markings again.
Please.
I reach into my bag and I pull out a little bit of like liquid and some herbs. I then grab one of the fruits and I
She
just make a little
she
concoction.
places her hand on top of yours, and you see that her fingertips are bandaged. She says, "Please, just bring my sister back." But
I
then
can't leave you here. I failed them. I refuse to fail you.
you failed me if you cannot bring my sister back.
All right then, we'll bring her back. Then I will help you
You won't
free.
need to if things go according to plan. Just please. My. She swallows and she takes a deep breath because, well, this is very hard on her. Even though this is what she's wanted, she called for help, but she had almost lost hope that anyone would answer her. And eventually she says, "My master sold my sister to the Jade Caravan. The last I heard, they were go they were going south, up through Cougar Mountain. I've ever since he did that, and it's been months since she's been gone, but since he did that, I've well, she grabs the ends of her nightgown, and she slowly lifts them up, and on and strapped to her thigh by way of a velvet garter is a thin piece of silver that's pointed on both ends and kind of curved in the middle. It almost looks like a strange form of quill, but it's not a quill for writing. She kind of exchanges a wary glance at the three of you.
Fargo just looks down and just thinks about it for a moment, and then he leans in to the woman. And he says, "I've seen your kind enslaved before. I'm horrified of this is still happening. I thought we just stopped this. I am willing to help you. I am willing to find your sister.
I appreciate that.
We are willing to help and find your sister." I He exchanged glances at both of them and then looks
I vow to
back
do
at the
more than
woman.
that.
She looks at you, Esper, and she says, "I've been planning to escape him for the longest time. He keeps me because, well, I am the illegitimate spawn of his family. It's a long story, but the less of a blemish on his family's reputation, the better. That's why he sold my sister. To hurt me even more.
They take my land and your sister. I don't know how much more forgiveness I can give these sinners, but we will save your sister, and I shall have my way with this foul Western man.
She looks at all of you, and there are tears brimming her eyes. They are a mix of relief and also pain. And she nods, and she looks around a little more before she she leads you through the orchard and now on the furthest right side. And past the past the fence is a large, gnarled looking tree with a large nook inside of it. She she bites her lip and she slowly reaches down, taking taking one of the taking the belt that she had tied around her nightgown to keep it fastened. She unties it, then she folds and double folds the belt, and then she puts it in her mouth. And she bites down hard as she slowly climbs over the fence towards this tree, which is about 7 footsteps away. And that's when you see her body stiffen and twitch and convulse. And yet she still presses towards the tree and kneels down towards it, though only Fargo and Esper are able to hear this, considering that your guys' hearing is so sensitive. But you hear as
What are you doing?
she gagged herself so that way her cries couldn't be heard, because if her cries were heard, then the guards would hear. She suffers for a few moments, rummaging through the nook of the tree, and eventually she pulls out a small pouch, and she returns to you guys, going over the fence again, meeting up with you, and then she takes the belt from her mouth. I saved this for for whomever would take this quest to help me bring my sister home. And she undoes the small bag, revealing a map of Cougar Mountain and the path that she had seen the caravan go off on. She unfolds and she points. I saw them going south up to Cougar Mountain, but they were taking the long road. I think they're trying to go to the city of McCoy, which is over Cougar Mountain. And she gives you guys some rations as well as a small purse, which holds 5 silver pieces and 3 gold. And she slips the purse into your hand, Austin. She says, "If you get to McCoy, you're going to need a little money to get around. It's not much, but this was all I was able to get."
Austin looks at the money and then he closes her fist and then gives it back to her. I'm gonna need a lot more than money. I'm gonna be doing this. I have to call back up. I have to. What is the word that I'm looking for?
You need incentive.
Company.
Oh, okay. Wait. I got it. I'm gonna do this.
Even if I knew what you were talking about, I probably wouldn't know the word impossible.
Repeat that, please.
I'm gonna do this job. I'm digging up a past that I swore I would never go through again.
She looks at you and she says, "This is all I can give you at the moment. That and a few pears. All I have left is my body."
Austin is looking dead in her face. I mean, no, dead in her eyes, and tells her, "Keep both. I, on the other hand, am sacrificing my new me." That's when he walks off to go and get something.
What do the rest of you do?
Fargo takes the map just in case.
Okay.
I would say, like, while those guys are doing that, I say, I'm trying to think of something clever to say here. I say, if and when you are able to be free, we would love for you to join us. And if not them, then me.
Tamara looks at you and she chuckles softly. "The moment I am able to free myself of this shame around my neck, and the moment I'm able to do the same for my sister, we're going to be leaving eastwards. I appreciate the offer, but I can't. Though you are a very kind wolf, kinder than the one that keeps me. I speak metaphorically, but
Oh, I'm not familiar with metaphors. For a second, I thought you were saying that another wolf had been keeping you here, and I was confused. My own kind doing something so foul?
you would be surprised. But I suppose when when things change and you find yourself caught between a rock and a hard place, you'll do just about anything to survive.
I want to give you the right to live.
And I will have it. Once my sister's back, we'll both have it, and we'll live happily ever after. So what do you do now? as you wait for Austin to return.
Where is Austin?
He went to go and dig up his past that he swore he would keep buried.
So,
Altering the past is a very taboo concept
you're
in
not with
my.
him at the moment. Austin, I'm assuming this means you literally went back to the cabin you hid out at?
Well, I didn't say I was there. I was just.
Still. So,
I would say, I don't know. As they wait for him to come back, they just sort of like camp out for the night or day, whatever.
well, night's beginning to fall. And Tamara, she bites her lip. Your friend was wise to leave. It's getting late, and the patrol is about to start. The the keeper of this pear orchard has guards to keep the riffraff out, as it were. So please, when you do bring my sister back, come find me. And again, I promise I'll reward you, and I'll pay you once the act is done. I promise. One way or another, I will.
If they do anything horrible to you when we get back, I will avenge you.
She chuckles and smiles softly. You don't need to avenge me. All you need to do is bring my sister back. Now go, please. I can hear the guard coming.
Come along. We have to go.
Before you guys
Stand up.
leave,
Fargo,
before you
Fargo, you're quick to pick up Austin's scent, and you and Esper. Once you get Esper on the track, you guys follow Austin's scent back to his home. Austin, you go grabbing what it is that you were going to grab, and just as you're about to turn and leave, you're greeted by Fargo and Esper, who followed your scent all the way here. Do you guys want to explain to him what Tamara said?
keep in mind, by the way, he's like dead silent for like the entire time you're telling him this.
It's the part of D&D you guys gotta role play.
I know we don't really have a lot of like. I shouldn't say we don't have a lot of control
Hold
over
on,
what's happening.
Did you get your pass? Whatever you call it.
You guys have to explain
I look
what
confused at you.
you have to explain like what's happening here, like what our employer told us to do.
He explains of what we have to do. Well, what's our quest?
Which is to find Tamara's sister.
All right. So now that you guys explained it, she then just stands up straight and then looks right at you and pulls out two revolvers. And no, he's not aiming at you. He's just showing them.
Fargo just sort of steps back, just and just sort of
You
like a
Westerners always. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. Yeah, Fargo just sort of steps back, just having a bit of like a memory flash of seeing those guns. Well, not his revolvers, just the gun in general. Right then. You got what you need.
Let's go. He then tips his head and whistles for his horse.
Like an old friend, your trusty horse appears. He sniffs at your face and at your head, and he remembers you. Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
You're alive!
Oh my
Well, come on.
god.
All right, lock in. All right. My horse sniffs my nose and then, my face, and then I just, good to see you again, Siren.
Sir,
What you waiting on? We got a job to do.
Siren knickers and you hop on.
Ooh.
The three of you then leave Austin's home. You begin heading south. And pretty soon, the night fully falls and it gets nice and dark. The moon's not out, all you have is starlight to go off of. And, well, legend has it that highwaymen and dangers are more active during the night. And you guys find a secluded little bit of glen to camp out on. And
Fargo starts the campfire.
Fixing my recording a little bit.
so what do you do all around the campfire? Do you talk? Do you get to know one another?
Fargo just kind of sits in silence. His dagger sword just stabbed into the ground, and his hammer just laying next to him, just staring at the fire intensely and somewhat full of just sinister and hatred.
You guys still
I sense you two have lost something of importance to you as well.
Importance. And what do you mean by that?
Something you can never get back, but you will always remember no matter how hard times get.
Fargo just sort of like looks down and then he just touches the right side of his face, his burnt skull like face, and just covers it. Uh, just like has having a grudge.
And from that battle scar is a scar of honor.
It's a scar of weakness.
The fact you are still alive proves you are stronger than you give yourself credit for.
Not all
Yes.
scars of honor, or badges of honor, partner. Austin says while playing around with his knife and looking at the fire.
It's the scars of desertion, the scars for the weak. I am a deserter. I was a prisoner of war, tortured, watching my men tortured to death. My brother, I never seen him again.
That
I
makes two of
remember.
us.
I remember the day me and my soldiers and my brother, who was also a general, we thought we had the enemies running towards the hills. But once we got over those hills, the enemy surprise attacked us with a larger forcer. We didn't have enough men, and our weapons were just primitive. Our weapons were just old, while the enemy had advanced weapons, which is called the gun.
Austin hears that and just blankly stares at you.
How'd weapon?
It took out most of my men. The rest, and I, and my brother, were just captured like pigs, like dogs. We were tortured, starved, made into slaves or toys for them. I was not I was not a weaker, they called me. I was not a solo. I wanted to fight back. I did. And what they gave me is something to remember. He just touches his burnt, scarred, skeletal face. They pour lava against my damn face. I cried in agony. But it also gave me a chance to escape, breaking loose from my captors, running away like hell. But looking back, seeing my brother just tied up on a stick, crucified, still alive. I couldn't even go back for him. I couldn't even help him. I don't even know if he's even still alive. I just ran away from my fellow comrades, away from my generals, away from my brother.
You see me fashioning something that looks like a little piece of cloth with like a strap. You may wear this if you wish to hide your shame. But once you are over yourself, once you are strong enough to show your battle scars, take it off. I hold it. I hold the eye patch I fashioned together with some string and some cloth as an offering to him. If he wants it, then whatever. But if he doesn't, then okay.
He just looks at it, then takes it and wears it, just making sure most of the cloth was covering like all of against his face, well, his right side face, and just still looks at the fire. I wandered for days on end, thirsty, hungry.
The covering fits over your scarred face. It covers the majority of it, though there's still a little bit peeking out, but with your hood, your scarred face is almost completely hidden. The night wanes on, and all of you draw lots to see who will be standing watch first. And the lots.
Do we all roll to see who gets the longest?
Damn, alright.
Last roll to top off the game because we've been playing for an hour and 4 minutes.
All right, everyone roll d20s.
Alright.
14.
8.
Roll for stick.
Austin, you gotta roll for stick too. Roll for a tweak! Yes, roll for a twig.
Roll for stick.
Roll for a tweak! Yes, roll for twig. uh.
Beat that, adventurous. We just rolled for a stick.
Roll for the twigs.
Okay, so I got a 14.
Fargo got an 8. Austin.
Happened. I noticed Austin went quiet for a second. It's like, oh no, did something happen?
Well, I can wrap this up easy. This audio is gonna be raw and unedited anyway. It's just part of the D&D charm.
We could roll for twig next time.
No, I'm wrapping it up. So, you all draw lots, and the lot
I hope you roll
falls.
for him.
The lot falls to Austin. To stand to keep watch first over the night. Upon the hard ground, you all find sleep, and the void is once more invaded because people can't read signs, but that's okay. Anyway, so upon the cold, hard earth, you all find sleep, one form of another, as dreams come to you, and you all think and ponder. But all of the pondering, you have all agreed, one way or another, you are going to reunite Tamara with her sister, Alora. And that is where we will end it for today.
Woo!
All right.
We got some more plot in. Hooray!
Yay!
We should do more janky things like that. We should roll for like goofy things, like roll for twig. That was probably the funniest part of the entire session.
Don't worry, more rolling will happen, and hopefully one of these days people will also read signs. But anyway, until then, guys, thank you so much for watching this session, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
Bye bye.
Bye.